back. We're back.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
happy International Women's Day, everyone.
Happy
Yes.
International Women's Day to you too.
I've got my boss lady hat on. I've got my tech lady shirt on. Man, I feel like a woman.
Bow, 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 bow.
Okay, so Adrian, I haven't watched this Shania Twain TikTok yet. And a lot of people have tagged me in it and sent it,
Really?
and I have been in meetings all day. Can you give me a recap?
No, you have to see it.
No?
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Should I do a live
I feel
reaction?
I feel so basic now. Like this wasn't original. It popped up on my For You page, and I
To
sent it to
be
PJ, and PJ goes, "You have to send this to Chloe." And I was like, "I can't send it to Chloe. She'll never see it."
I literally got tagged in another tweet 7 seconds ago from someone saying Chloe Condon, very important. I will not lie. Someone sent this to me early this morning, and my DMs have been out of control. But I am so. Is it? I mean, I'm not interested unless she's talking about the bot that I built with PJ. Let's be real.
You'll see.
Oh my. Okay. I'm very excited. How y'all doing? How's it going?
It's going
Going
good.
well. Yeah.
I'm back in New York, which feels
Woo!
good. I went home to California to visit my family because I'm vaccinated now, as is my family. But
Did you see? You can technically, according to Biden, hang out without a mask now.
No, according to the CDC.
with other people who are also vaccinated.
Yeah.
So
hang out with my dad, Lorena.
Yay! I am really excited though, because a friend of mine who has been very hyper cautious the whole pandemic, and she's already vaccinated because she works in healthcare. Her birthday's on Friday, and I'm gonna show up at her apartment and I'm gonna give her a hug because she literally has not like touched a human outside of like her healthcare duties in a year.
Wow.
Like
I keep picturing, like, I'm sure everybody else does too. I don't like concerts. Like, I'll go to a drag club, I'll see a show or something, but I don't like being in the mosh pit area. I'm up in the balcony, you know. And I keep thinking of the moment where, like, I'm gonna go to my first live show and look around and be like, "Oh, I hate it here." Like, just feeling my introvert.
Good to be back.
What's the first thing you're looking forward to doing in a normal world? I'm really looking forward to seeing a musical again,
Yes.
honestly.
Same. Says the person who saw 87 live theater productions in 2019 and then only saw 17 before the world closed down in 2020. And yeah.
Was this all in New York?
Mostly New York, but I did I traveled to California and I traveled to Atlanta to see a show. So I had traveled a little bit, but most of that was New York.
I'm really bummed I didn't get to see Mean Girls live. I'm sure
I didn't either.
It'll be back.
I've been loving this.
No, it's closing.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I mean, the tour I imagine will go on, but yeah, it's you know what sucks though is the cast that debuted right around the time the Panini started with I can't think of her name, but she was from Girl Meets World. They had just gotten a whole new cast of leads, and they only got to perform once. I think they did their Broadway debut and then didn't get to do it again. So my heart just I mean, it's you know, everyone's safe and that's good, but also I'm like Mrs. Doubtfire, I think never got to come out of previews.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. 6 was still in previews.
Yep.
That's right. And the company and
all those are coming back.
All of our theatrical friends out there, we love you. We can't wait to throw money at you again, literally and figuratively.
Yeah. I mean, I just hope as long as I have a job when Broadway opens, because I feel like with lower capacity, ticket prices are going to be higher than ever, and I want to be able to support it.
Yeah. Mean Girls is coming to Seattle, assuming the Panna Cotta ends. That's exciting. I'm so glad.
Well, I mean, if all goes well, I think they're talking by September, things should be ready, with vaccinations and herd immunity.
Oh my gosh,
and all that.
just in time for my birthday and the California fire season to start once again, so I can stay inside.
Yay!
I'll get you a super soaker.
That's right. Our birthdays are only one day apart, Chloe.
I don't know if we've ever said this on any stream, but Lorena was at my 21st birthday party. We were doing...
Were you the clown?
We were doing
at your 21st, I don't know what's going on.
And another girl in the show also had a birthday, and most of the people went to her birthday. But oh my gosh, I'll never forget. Lorena was so lovely and drove us around. Very drunk 21st birthday Chloe. And my friend Molly was in the back of the car and was like, "Why is there a knife back here?" And it was because you had gone Christmas tree chopping and there was just still a slot.
Right. I think I was probably driving my mom's van also. Yes. Because
I'm worried about this Uber.
My car died like 3 days after my birthday. And because I already had my contract to join the circus, I was like, well, I'm not buying a new car now. I was going to sell this one. So like, that sucks. I'm not going to have money in savings from selling this car, but whatever. So I think I had my mom's minivan, which probably, had tools in the back.
Who knew that back then that would have been 2010, 2011?
Yeah, 2010.
We would be on a show about coding right now.
Yeah. And talking about hacksaws in the back of my mom's minivan.
Nice.
Oh, man. Well, while we wait for some folks to show up, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that it's light out still. I know it's dark for y'all right now in New York. The sun is staying out longer, and I'm just like, what is this daytime?
I mean, it stayed out longer. It's just it's like 8 here, and so it's definitely down.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all are watching. Are either of you or anybody in our chat watching the current season of RuPaul's Drag Race?
I didn't know that it was happening.
Okay. Well, no spoilers, but I thought of both of you as Pug fans because in the reading challenge, Gottmik read Miss Candy Muse and said, it's so great to see that because Gottmik, of course, identifies as trans and said, had the reading glasses on and said, oh, it's so lovely to see that we're accepting of all kinds of people, gay, straight, trans, pug. And when I tell you, I laughed so hard.
I did too.
So good. Such a good read. She won the reading challenge. Spoiler.
Her reads were great.
Yes. Yeah. Can't wait for you to catch up, Adrian. Let's see. We've got about 5 people in the chat here. If you're just joining us, this is our little preamble where we catch up. But this is our stream where we are building a fun little serverless project. We've been doing this 5 weeks now, fam.
This is week 5.
Yes,
week 5. Technically the final stream of doing this, but we may keep this going / make it into a little side project thing. So stay tuned for blog posts and more streams and things like that. But do one of you want to, I'm going to tweet some things out, but do one of you want to explain? I can bring up our handy.
Yeah, pull up the whimsical.
Sure.
We can do a little
sharing my screen.
We can do a little recap.
Let's see. Let me make sure I get the correct one open here. Here we go.
No, not that whimsical.
Okay. I lost permission to. Okay, let me get into here. Vamp.
You'll all be pleased to know that I have ordered myself a new computer.
Yes, I was going to bring this up. This is such an important.
Did you stick with the Intel or did you switch?
No, I did. I did switch to the M1. Okay. So yeah, on Friday of last week, Friday morning, I decided to pull the trigger and get a computer despite not having a job yet because I'm tired of not being able to do things, and I'm going to get a job and then I'll be able to pay for this computer. And I pulled the trigger. I bought it. I got it with the Intel chip because I was like, well, like, I don't know, like the M1 Apple chip is new. And then I messaged Adrian and Chloe, and both of them are like, you should have got the M1. And
I was like, well, we both have the M1.
Yeah. But I just was like, I don't know anyone with the M1, but I should have asked y'all because you would have said, I have the M1 and I like it. And I
have to tell you, my laptop is so quiet right now. There's not a fan running at all.
Nice. Yeah, so I decided I switched and did the M1 instead, which saved me about $500 because I was doing the Intel chip, which was already a little more, and then I had done the higher, I'm going to sound really untechnical, but the higher like memory thing.
Oh, yeah. Did you get
the RAM?
13-inch?
I did get a 13-inch. I don't want a bigger one because then it won't fit in my
back. Hurts my back. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I had done the 32 gigabit RAM with the Intel and which also costs extra money. So by the time I didn't do that, because you can't do it with the M1, and the M1
you can only go to 16. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like $500 cheaper. So my bank account says thank you for the recommendations. It was super easy to cancel and
I think you'll like
reorder. I'm sure I will.
Yeah.
I just like I don't know. I'm gonna just buy something really nice for myself. So
there we go. I think it's tough because especially I'm right there with you, Lorena. When I was first starting out, I was like, it's hard to like invest in these things that I fundamentally need to be able to like apply for these jobs and do like it's tough. And I'm glad that you got a good one because
I'm excited about it. It'll be here next week.
You're gonna have to get a heater for your apartment because now you're not gonna get all of the heat.
Your laptop's no longer a space heater. Yeah.
I know. I literally use it as a space heater. Like when my hands are cold, I'm like, oh, let me just put my hands on my computer.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have that anymore.
Warm them up.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to make this look better. Hold on. Bam.
Did you sign up for since you lost your free trial?
I literally just did. Although if is watching, I owe them a message, as I do to literally everyone I know. Just like anybody that I know that I owe you a message. But has so graciously reached out to me to talk about working with them on stuff, and I have just been really busy. But I love this product, and oh my gosh, y'all! I tweeted real quick. I tweeted Canva, and they've been responding. Like
so exciting!
It's happening soon. Like the Canva Chloe collab will happen. Like I hope it does.
That's really exciting.
So is this big enough for folks? I don't know. Like I can also
for me.
around and point to them.
As I talk about them.
Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, maybe not. I can also float around. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Yeah, that's okay.
All right. So for those of you just tuning in, we're on week 5 of this little project where we are building something from the ground up using the Twitch API, using Azure Functions, and using the Courier API. So what we're building is, wouldn't it be great if you had a way for your followers to be notified when you go live on Twitch, besides just getting a stupid push message or a stupid email? We are still doing stupid emails, FYI, just because it's easy, but we will expand more later. So we are integrating with the Twitch API to subscribe to when we go live, basically, and that information will get sent to our Azure function, which will take in a bunch of information. It'll get more information, and then it's going to send that stuff over to Courier, which integrates with things like Twilio, SendGrid, all sorts of different messaging and contact things, so we can reach out to our followers in the way of their choice. And then today we are going to build a little sign-up form, which is going to be attached to my homepage. So people who see my website can be like, oh, hey, this person's really cool. Let me see what they're doing in the developer world. Oh, I can be notified when they go live on Twitch. How cool. And they'll fill out a little form. They'll sign up. We're going to integrate that form. It's going to fire off to our Azure function, which is going to fire off to Courier to subscribe that person to our list, so that when we go live on Twitch, it's going to get sent through to Courier, and Courier is going to notify all of our followers. So we've done a lot of work already. We built one Azure function. It connects with the Twitch API. It sends information to Courier. We've built out like my Courier developer profile. We have set up how our messages are going to look and what information those messages need from Twitch. And then today we are going to walk through our sign up form. We're going to get that connected with Azure and get that Azure form sign up information sent over to Courier to subscribe them to our list. And that's where we're at. We're going to get it all done today. That's the plan.
All the things. I am getting our VS Code share instance up and running here. One sec, y'all.
Well, we don't need that quite yet. If you want to just, I think we can start by sharing Lorena's.
Oh, yes. I I need to make it so that I'm ready to share, and then we can do that.
Then yes, Soft Talk Narrator. This is like the Magic School Bus.
I want to share.
I'm who's the curly-haired guy?
I want to share screen number 2. Look at that, because
I'm in screens. This is me as the kid when they go inside the stomach. You know, Miss Frizzle. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love to call myself hipster.
I seem to have lost sound.
I hear you.
We hear you.
You not hear us?
I can't hear you guys.
Here.
Oh no.
We hear you. We'll figure it out. Here, I'm gonna say maybe leave and come back. Maybe leave.
Apparently, you guys can hear me, but I cannot hear you anymore. So. Reason number 10,000 why I need a new computer. I'm going to leave the stream and I'm going to come back.
All good. Right. I'm going to give a press conference in the meantime. Here we go. Slides off. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Is this 4 Seasons?
This is the 4 Seasons background. Mm-hmm. Now I'm an engineer from olden times. Sorry, y'all. Now I'm in a pocket. No. I love this app. They don't pay me. I literally just spent $10 for a subscription. Oh no! I'm back. Okay.
Oh, I was like, where are you now?
Here we go. I'm gonna find a cute background.
Yeah, nice bookshelf.
I think I've been to this bar before.
Interesting.
This looks like a bar in North Beach. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is a free ad for. While we wait for Lorena to come back.
While we wait.
Adrian.
Yes.
For the folks who are just joining us, hold on. I'm picking a cute background. Kids' room feels weird. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Checking my messages. There we go. Adrian, I'm super stoked because today we get to kind of pull it all together. All the different pieces of this. And it's been a long time coming. Although, tell us in the chat if you're interested in this. But the gang and I meaning me, Adrian, and Lorena, have been tossing around this idea of doing a stream that may be a little musical theater themed. I know we have some musical theater fans here in the chat, so let us know what you think of that, and maybe stay tuned for some content. What's the app you're using? It's called I will link it in the chat. I'm obsessed with it. And I had a 30-day free trial, and it's great. My boyfriend uses it. He even used it for a all-hands presentation recently. It's like people can use it for pre-recording talks. I think that's what the intention is, but I've been streaming with it, and I really like it. And it's just kind of fun. Here, I'll put it in all destinations, I guess. App. And it's hard to say when people are like, what's the app called? And you're like, And they're like, what's it called? And you're like,
Is she back? Do you need to add her?
She's not back yet.
Oh,
probably doing
no. You know what I saw? I saw her name pop up whenever you put it in the chat, and I was.
Yeah. No, it is. Yeah. It is not. But hold on. Dealing with multiple devices here.
I installed it, but like there's a lot of options that I didn't have time to look into, and so I just have never used it.
I should do an walkthrough because this is now an show, y'all. Wait, let's see. I'm gonna do one more fun ones that I like. Bathroom. This one's a little weird.
Yeah,
this one's cool. But what I see this being really fun for is, Lorena, device is not connected. It says your guest will need to connect their mic and cam before you add them to the stream. Okay, coming soon. Lorena is coming soon. Lorena, if you can hear me, it says your devices are not connected.
Lorena, can you hear me?
Lorena, can you hear? I have actually never watched Yentl.
I haven't either.
I've only seen clips of it.
I just know like the karaoke bar parts.
Really? I feel like I only know Papa Can You Hear Me as a punchline. Actually, title of show kind of has a reference to it, where it's like, well, no, are you proud?
Does it change the way you see your little man now that your little boy now he's a man? No, but they cut that. They cut that scene. They weren't gonna add the Tony scene.
Okay, while we're waiting for Lorena, what should we do, fam? Should we? I can bring up the chart again. Should we? Let's
So
see.
one of the things that we're going to do tonight, so Lorraine is going to go through the form, and the form is going to be submitted, and it's going to hit an Azure function. And one thing that we're, fingers crossed, looked it up on Stack Overflow is being able to handle cores, because we're going to be calling the function from her website that is hosted on GitHub Pages. And so one of the challenges, the things that we have not done before, is set up the Azure function to allow that domain, that allowed domain.
What does this say? How do you guys feel about the new automation tools that was released by Microsoft recently? I'm kind of stoked about that. I'm stoked about it too. I am just now catching up on all the Ignite stuff, and I'm really excited to see all the like automation tools, especially all the Power Automate stuff. I think like especially enabling, if you're not following Donna Sarkar and that team, I think it's really, really cool how there are products now that I could have used as an office manager with like little to no code experience and like automate a bunch of processes for myself. So yeah, Power Automate excites me. All of the automation tools excite me for sure. Z's. Let me bring up this. Let's see. Is Lorena messaging me? Let's see.
Okay, she says she's going to restart. Her computer is imploding. You know what it is? It's just jealous because she talked about her new one. It knows.
It's like printers. They know. Hold on. Take your time, I'm going to say. This is fun. I mean, truly, we all know, what was it, last week? 2 weeks ago, when my phone started to die, then my computer started to die. It's like one of those things where everything dies at once. Let me put the whimsical behind me again. Share.
So much happening.
New slide, full. There we go.
Well,
okay, I'm back on here.
And you know what? You want to, I am on the edge of my seat because I know that before we started, Lorena set up her Twitch event subscription.
She did. We have an update, fam. We have a big update. Oh, I'm going to make you the big boy, Adrian.
Oh God, too big. Okay. You didn't just big boy me. You gave me the whole screen.
I forgot that the screen share is also me. So I removed the screen share. My bad.
But we set up that the Twitch event subscription. So whenever she went live tonight, it should have triggered our function and sent an event into Courier. So he
I agree, the Night Hellraiser. I agree. That's on my to-do list this week.
Mine too. I'm so bad at this.
But I have a couple some people did some fan art of me recently that I'm going to ask if I can make emotes out of them. So thank you for the reminder.
Have you read the Chloe fanfic? It's really good.
What?
I'm kidding.
I'm like, oh no, am I on WikiFeet? This is bad.
Oh boy. But yeah, so hopefully whenever she comes back, she'll tell us if she got a notification that she went live.
Yes.
And then we know that all works.
Adrian, your PR got put through, right?
It did. Oh yeah, I should talk about that. Yeah.
Yes.
So one of the things
environment now.
One of the things that I've been working on and kind of complaining about for a long time is in the Twitch CLI, there was no way to fire off a stream online or a stream offline event. And so we were having to do these different things to kind of cheat a way to test it out. And last Monday, I had a PR in to add that. And so I was able to do it from my machine because I'm the one that wrote it. But today, not only did they accept my PR, but they also released version 0.50.
Heck yeah.
So now all of y'all can use Stream Up and Stream Down to trigger
an
event and
so
test your stuff. It is. But I'm worried because it was in Go, and I'm afraid the LinkedIn recruiters are going to try to get me to apply for Go jobs, and I'm just not ready for that.
Ruh-roh. Well, we can our next project is we build a keyword blocking tool or something. I just added a bunch of new backgrounds. Let's see. Space shuttle.
Oh, you just now added a bunch? How did you do this?
Because you go into the thing and you can add the things. It's cool. Looks like Bellinus. This looks like The Sound of Music.
It's
hills are alive. Okay, y'all, if you're just joining us, we're waiting for Lorena. Poor Lorena, y'all. She just literally was on stream telling us about this new device that she bought, and then her device was like, not today.
Not gonna have it.
So if we have to reschedule, that's fine. It's okay. But hopefully she'll come back soon. I'm super excited that your pull request went through.
Yes.
That's great news because it was really hard to test without that. So thanks, Twitch engineers.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you. I want to see Adrian Pog. Okay.
What is what? So like what is Pog?
What? Tell us.
Oh God, I feel so old. What's this mean? Like.
So and also, soft software writer, I agree. All new functions for bot possibilities. Sometimes I forget that I'm building these bots. Oh, Lorena's back. Maybe. Let's see. She's back. She's back.
Hi.
Okay.
You've returned to us.
Your computer was like, you're going to talk about me on stream? No.
Pog champ. That's a raptor.
Who is this Pog? Like Pogs? Like I know this is like a pop culture thing in Twitch, but I can't tell if I've like ignored whatever PogChamp is because I think it's problematic. Is it? Tell us what it is. Okay, the OG got removed because they were like canceled or something. Now it rotates. Okay.
Rotate.
So I think what this was like originally there was like this PogChamp emote, but then he became canceled or problematic or something, and now they rotate out who the emote is like every I don't know how often. Yeah, I love how specifically as you just go into the thing and add the thing to the thing. Yeah, I should do an how-to video and be like, so here's your thing, and you add the thing. I'm a great Zavro. Okay, Lorena, let's not talk crap about your computer anymore because it can hear us.
It has feelings, y'all.
Okay, I'm gonna try and share my screen again, and let's hope I don't lose video and sound when I do, which is what happened last time.
This entire conversation makes me feel analog years old. Oh no, YOLO. No, I'm just kidding.
My first cell phone was analog. Anyway.
I see it. I'm gonna share your screen. Ta-da!
And I can still hear you guys. It's a miracle.
When you left, we're like, Lorena, can you hear me?
No, I could not. And then when I tried to just refresh StreamYard and come back in, it wouldn't connect to my camera or my mic.
That's why I'm having to share through.
So full on reboot had to happen.
Basically, Pog is when you do this face when something happens, like this, and it's a dog. Like, okay, so isn't that called the Corey Quinn face? I feel like he's always like in every picture. Let's put a petition to change it to that name. Okay, Lorena, tell us while I bring up my VS Code share thing. Tell us all about this.
Sure. Oh, I just realized before we start, I need to restart my VS Code because my computer restarted and now I don't have my code to show you about what I created. I just have the finished product.
No problem.
Here. So and while you're doing that, Lorena, did you get a notification? We set up your subscription, your event subscription.
I should have gotten a notification.
I think a text message.
We were just talking when you were gone. We were talking about how now we have fixed, or Adrian's PR got approved. Super exciting. Oh, franchise! Thank you so much for subscribing. Yay! Thanks for joining the party. Appreciate you. Let's see.
All right, I am rebooting my VS Code. Also. Maybe it's thinking. Here we go.
Y'all, I'm so excited for Lorena to get her new computer. Like, I recently upgraded my dad from a 2010 similarly old MacBook to a Chromebook because he only really uses email and Google. And it's so funny because he feels very overwhelmed by all the new features, but the new features are just his computer not having to do workarounds for things that were broken on his 2010 MacBook. So it's so fast now that he's like, I can't keep up. And I'm like, no, your computer was so slow and now it works. His biggest issue now, y'all,
being able to think while things were happening.
He used to copy and paste by dragging and dropping, which was a thing in Mac like I don't think exists anymore. So I've been having to teach him Control C, Control V, which to someone who has never used keyboard commands to copy and paste is like, why V for paste? I'm like, I don't have time. We just have to paste that.
Because it's right next to C.
Yeah, so that's been my week. Okay, shall I share your screen?
I can hear you guys, but my screens are frozen. So
Oh
no.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm thinking it's going to catch up as soon as VS Code finishes booting up. I really hope so. Am I moving for you guys?
Yeah.
That's good because I'm frozen in a really unflattering position on my own screen. So as long as I'm not frozen there for you guys,
you're not.
I can deal with
probably
it.
Just. Here's a question for you, Lorena. Are you sharing the VS Code that you're sharing? Is it the code? Is it my share instance, or you're just
No, it's just my form that I created. So I can talk about. So I can show you all the nice little form I made, but also so you can see the code that's making the form happen.
I like this comment. If you need education on teen, young adult culture, just ask. I usually can define things like POG, but I still don't know everything. Bless you. We are elderly here.
Yeah, thank you.
Adrian, for you, are POGs also those milk bottle caps that you
Yes, that's what I thought he was talking about.
Okay,
I was like, that doesn't look like a POG.
How dare you? Because when I worked at Sentry, a swag item I tried again and again and again to get marketing budget for was Sentry Scouts Pogs. We were this close, y'all. It would have been a swag item, truly. My dad runs an old Surface Windows RT. I'm pretty sure he's one of 8 people still using that platform. Tried to move him to 10, but he still uses RT. Yeah, man. I feel ya. It's been very interesting to teach my dad how to use a browser, let alone a touch screen, because he's like, what about this here? And then he'll accidentally click the button. It's been a journey. The only POG I know of is Passion Orange Guava Juice from Hawaii.
Which is what POGs, the bottle caps, that's why they're called POGs.
Oh. I saw
they were the bottle caps for that type of juice.
I remember getting Pogs as a toy from Taco Bell and being like, this is not a sufficient toy. This is a Pog.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where the name Pog comes from. But then this game developed with these bottle caps, these cardboard bottle caps, and then they became a whole thing that people just made cardboard bottle caps that didn't go on bottles.
Interesting. Today I learned. I remember
are you
having
still
Power
frozen,
Rangers
Lorena?
I'm like a little choppy, but I'm not entirely frozen. So let's give this a whirl.
Let's do it.
We did so much preparation. We're like,
we
this
really
is gonna go so smoothly.
Yeah,
it's because they talked crap about this computer.
I know, it's
one
so
of
angry.
you will betray us.
Yes.
Is it you, Azure Function? No.
No, it's Lorena's.
Is it you, Lorena's computer?
Yes, it is.
When does your new computer come?
Between the 19th and the 23rd. So next Monday, if we decide to continue this party for fun, I will still be operating on this one unless it comes early.
Y'all,
but then it will be here.
If you tune into our next stream, things are gonna go so quickly here, fast. We're all gonna be on the same device. You won't hear any ambient noise. You could hear my boyfriend making a coffee in the background instead of the fans. Not you, the fans of our computer.
Yes,
of course. We have a comment here that says, I can't upgrade anything on my computer without getting a new motherboard since it's so old. The current motherboard doesn't have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth capability. I had to buy one of those USB Wi-Fi adapters.
It's the motherboard that betrays you every time.
Yes, mine is not quite that old. I do have Wi-Fi and sometimes I have Bluetooth. But yeah, I can't upgrade anything or have any of the cool toys that all the kids have, and Docker.
Soon you'll be able to give a TED
cool
talk
toys
on
Docker.
This stream.
I don't know if it's cool. Because I haven't gotten to play with it, but a lot of people seem to need it.
Get to Mobo.
Oh man, so good. Okay, right. I'm gonna let you take over for a sec, Lorena, while I share this stuff, but go for it.
I was gonna say you should start with what you did behind the scenes because hopefully you had a notification, but it looks like you didn't.
I did not. Well, where am I going? Yeah, I did not get a cell phone notification.
Okay.
Saying that I was live. So something's wrong somewhere. But I mean, maybe I got an email. I didn't check my emails.
Okay. I thought we had it set up to send text.
I thought we had text being the first option rather than.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Well, I will let you. I'll just let you go with it.
Okay.
And we'll try to figure this out.
We'll figure it out. So basically, before we went live today, I spent a little time building a nice little form input because it'd be a little boring to sit and watch me type out all these input fields and stuff. But so basically, I have this great little form that is going to connect to my developer resume website, cool fancy things that I have. And so you'll be able to enter in your information and you'll be able to pick what way you want to be contacted. So we have a nice little form here. It's called a Twitch form, so I can find it. I try to be really on top of doing all my IDs and classes and things as I go, so that when I decide I want to make things look cool later in my CSS or find things in my JavaScript files, that it's all already done. So we've got an input for name for the subscriber to, I'm trying to highlight things. It's not really working for me. So we have an input field where the user can put in their name. That is a required field. So that is going to have to be filled in for the form to be submitted. And then we've got a nice little input field for an email, which I learned something new today, which is that there is actually a input type of email, which is pretty cool. And it will automatically check if you have like an @ symbol in your string that you input. And if it doesn't, it'll say, hey, no, that's not a valid email address. So that was really cool that I learned today. We also have some little radio boxes where you can choose if you want to be contacted by a text message or a phone number. A text message or an email. I obviously have some things maybe wrong in my labels. We'll figure it out.
No, I think they're right.
Okay. I think my eyeballs are scanning wrong.
You're looking at the label for the next input, which is for your phone number.
Yeah. And then we have some weird little IDs because I was thinking of playing around with hiding this section unless you actually select that you want a text message. We haven't implemented that yet, but I made some fun little IDs so that I could work on hiding that information later. This is also a cool thing I learned. There's an input type for telephone, type TEL, and it will let you include a pattern, which our pattern is that it has to be digits 0 through 9, and it has to be 10 digits long, which would imply that it's the area code and the full phone number. And if it's not 10 digits long and it's not digits, then it will tell you, you got to do that. So thanks to Adrian for sending me some Mozilla docs on that today.
Yeah.
Because I had this whole idea where I was going to write this verification function that was going to check if it was digits and check if it was the right length and then convert it to a string. And Adrian was like, no, you could just use this cool input type.
Yeah,
so,
it's almost like we had to do that for so many years, and then someone was like,
Lorena, you're thinking like a true whiteboarding interview candidate. So
let me think about edge cases. What if somebody entered letters? I'm going to need to verify that they were numbers. But
wait, quick pause because we have 11 viewers right now. Lorena is actively job searching and an incredible engineer, and you should hire her for any of your junior DevRel, developer evangelist needs. Hiring. Wait, Lorena, we should at some point on the show also tell the lovely folks at home about your background and stuff. But we're deep in the codes. We'll circle back to that.
Yes. Cool. So then we have a nice little button, which is set to be type of submit so that we can submit our form when we're done. And then I also included just a little, actually going to minimize that, just a little A tag that goes back to my home page. If you realized you didn't need this form and you didn't want to subscribe to know what I'm doing on Twitch and when, you could just navigate back to my homepage. So then I've got all my jQuery, my Bootstrap. I went ahead and plugged all the same formatting in now that is on my homepage. So it'll be easy to make all my colors match, make it all look uniform and pretty later. So what that all looks like on the actual deployed little website that we have now is just this easy little form. Interested in the work I'm doing as a developer? Sign up to be notified when I go live on Twitch. They will put in their name. They will put in their email. You can select if you want email or text messages. It's going to default to email, but you can switch it over if you want. Then if you did text message, you would want to enter in your phone number, and then you are going to subscribe.
And we do have a question that says, how does type equal tel display? Does it allow dashes?
So with that, actually, let me go back to the code. So with tel, I just set it up to be just 10 digits, no dashes. But this cool little section called pattern, you can designate what sort of pattern it is expecting. Mm-hmm. So we could change it. The sample that I looked at had something like this. We want 0 through 9, 3 things, and then we want a dash, and then we could say we want 0 through 9, 3 more things, and that would be the first part of our phone number, and then we could do a 0 through 9.
4 things.
That's an and then a 0 through 9 with 4 things. So if we did that sort of pattern, the user is gonna have to type those dashes in. They're not gonna auto-populate into our form for us. But if it is anything other than 3 numbers dash 3 numbers dash 4 numbers, then it's going to say that's not a valid input. Try again, and it's going to refuse to submit the form.
Right. So it sounds like that it will allow you to type it in there, but it just won't validate if the pattern doesn't match.
Correct. Yeah, it'll let you type it, but as soon as you hit submit, you're going to get a little pop-up that says like that's not valid. Mm-hmm. It needs to be in this format.
So probably something we should think about doing is putting in the example that I sent you that in the Mozilla docs, underneath the text box, they put a little example of what it looks like.
Yeah, how the format should be.
Yeah. So that might be a nice thing to add later on. So they say, oh, the phone number actually looks like this.
Yes. Yeah. And I decided to do with no dashes to just do the 10 digits, because then we don't have to worry about altering the way this string input comes in, because for Twilio, we're just going to want a string of numbers. So to make it easier for us on the back end, I want it to just only accept a string of 10 numbers, and then that's going to be easier for us to send on to Twilio. And the same with the email. You can designate a pattern. If you don't designate any pattern, it's just going to confirm that there's an @ sign within your string of text somewhere, and as long as there is, it will allow the submit. But if you wanted it to only accept Gmail addresses, you could specify that it's only going to accept @ and the string Gmail. You can do all sorts of patterns within that, which is pretty cool.
And you really got to be careful whenever you're validating email addresses, because you can get super strict, but you can do email addresses can be a lot of different things, and so it makes it really hard to come up with a regex that's not a monster.
Yeah, which is why I decided to just go with the default for now, which just, as long as there's an @, it's going to let it submit. Yeah. So I decided
we'll let the API validate it.
Yes, good plan.
Yeah.
Now my computer's throwing a tantrum. Not the one I'm streaming from, but my work computer. So I'm doing a restart on mine.
Oh no!
They're rebelling. The technology is rebelling against us today, fam.
Yeah. So that's our little form that we created, and that form is going to, when we click submit, then I can show you my tiny little JavaScript as well, which when we hit submit, we're going to get this nice little, we're listening for the Twitch form to have us submit, and then when it does, we are going to capture the event, and then we're going to tell it to prevent the default, because we don't want it to just submit the form. We want to get the data ready the way we want it to be, and then we can send it off to our Azure function instead of it just defaulting to whatever it's going to do. We can prevent default, then we can set things up exactly how we want, and then fire off our HTTP request to our Azure function.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, yeah. And then
also, we got a comment that says, loving the walkthrough, Lorena.
Oh, good. Thanks. It's my first walkthrough.
Oh my gosh, baby's first walkthrough live on my Twitch channel. So exciting.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and that's
ahead.
actually that's Suhas who works with me, and we are going to be using a feature that he implemented.
How cool.
Where whenever we add the person to the list, we can specify the preference, which will say whether it's the preference is email or SMS. So
cool.
Yeah.
Y'all, I have to share real quick that I just I had a bajillion million Chrome tabs open, and I just quit Chrome. I declared bankruptcy and was like, I'll just figure this out later. And the fan is silent now on my computer.
I should have done that, because I do have a lot of tabs open, but in my immediate reboot, I was like, but what if I need these? Some of these are jobs I want to apply for. Some of these are all sorts of, I can't just abort all of my tabs.
I feel like it's doing cardio. Whenever the fan's on, it's like, I got this. I'm trying.
In the before time, there weren't tabs.
Oh my gosh, what did you do?
We opened up another window.
I think I remember those times. It's been a while, but I think I remember that. Okay, my dad was pretty with it in tech. We had a computer when I was 7 years old, so.
I didn't use tabs until this browser that came along called Phoenix.
Okay.
I remember. And then I had to change its name to Firebird. And then it had to change its name to Firefox.
I remember when the only way that I could surf the internet was through the AOL portal, because I had parental controls on, and then I figured out how to turn off the parental control.
My parents didn't know how to set parental controls. I mean, I had the very early days of AOL.
Yeah.
When you got the disc for the 10 free hours.
Oh, heck yeah.
And we had a pad of paper.
We got an AOL 1.0, baby.
Yeah. And we had the pad of paper next to the computer where you had to write down when you signed in and when you signed out, so we wouldn't go over our allotted hours as a household. Yeah.
Dang. I'm sending a VS Code share link to.
Okay.
I think we're at the point where we need to create the function we're going to call to make all of the Courier magic happen. In the meantime, do you want to open up docs.courier.com, and we'll just and we'll go over the different features of the API we're going to use?
Spawn says, I'm on AOL 1.0, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to open up the Courier docs. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hope my computer doesn't die again.
I hope our docs don't take out your computer.
I had them open in another tab, but I'm not going to try to find it. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. It worked.
Phew.
All right, Mr. Courier, where should I go within these docs?
So if you go to API reference up at the top.
Perfect.
Or over there. I forgot I put the link in multiple places.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I just saw a table of contents over on the other side also.
Look at these beautiful docs. And if you're just now joining us, you can watch our previous episodes to see how Lorena walked through all of this. Ooh, I should put the banner up. I'll put the banner up for Courier. You can try Courier for free at courier.com. And if you're not familiar with Courier and you're just joining us, this is also what we built my Animal Crossing Azure Functions turnip timer on that Adrian and I worked on. It's really, really great. I really like it because I'm very used to just dealing with one method of notifying people, but I like to give people options, fam. It's great.
Okay. I'm not going to join the share because I messed up my VS Code. So VS Code in the newest version that came out, it now supports Apple Silicon.
Yes.
And I had the Insiders version installed. And so I got rid of the Insiders version and I got this, except like my settings sync is not working. And so it did not reinstall all my plugins.
You need the Outsiders version.
Is this all stuff I'm going to have to do next week when I get my new computer with my M1 chip?
We will help you because you're going to have to reinstall
a lot.
Brew, and it's the fun of getting a new computer now that my boyfriend always reminds me. I'm like, I'm so excited to get my new device. And he's like, you have to set up all your dev environments again. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah. Womp, 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 womp.
But it's great practice, Lorena, because when something that I feel like is not really taught, especially when you're a junior dev, is if you have really good onboarding materials at your company, it's a different thing. But when you get your new work device, you'll also have to set all the stuff up. So it'll just be practice for your first dev computer.
Suhas brings up a great point. That link there, one of our engineers, so all of our new engineers got M1 MacBook Pros. And there was some fun in getting it set up. And so Chris actually wrote this blog post that is on dev.to now to help you get things set up and get your environment up and going. So
awesome. Thanks.
I will link that in the chitty. Oh, no, it's already in the chit chat.
Yeah.
There we go. Great.
So yeah, something to keep in mind.
Thank you for the follow, by the way, Suhas. New follower. Who dis? It you. Okay.
And so for back to the Courier stuff, the things that we need to do, the website or the form that Lorena created, we'll submit to this Azure function, and we'll get all that as a payload. The first thing we'll want to do is create a recipient profile using that information, and then we'll take that recipient profile and we'll add it to the list. And I forgot what we ended up calling the list. So we'll have to look that up.
Look up what we called it.
Yeah, we'll look it up in the other function, and then we're done, and we can just have it return like a 200 OK or something like that.
Cool. I just have an eternal loading on like this VS Code share, so you might not be sharing with anybody. You might just be screen sharing.
That's fine. I'll be the lone coder. If I must, I must.
I think it might be like one too many things for my poor little computer.
By the way, I'm tweeting a tweet right now that says witches have 100% cursed all of our devices tonight, but the show must go on.
Yeah. Well, I need to figure out. So I was using the VS Code extension that does the settings sync, and you give it a private GitHub gist, and it saves everything there, and then it brings it back down. Except now, for some reason, it's failing trying to bring it all down. And like I've used this forever, but I guess VS Code has their own like settings sync, but it's like an out and beta or something. I don't know. I got to figure it out, and I just haven't felt like it.
Love a Twitch witch. I love that. Can't spell Twitch without witch. It's true.
It's true.
Also, Lorena, I thought of a good tagline for you, which, wait, I need to make sure, looking at your name. I was like, you can't spell Lorena without learn. Is that right?
I mean, not in that order, but you do need those.
Right.
It's in there, though. It's in there.
So, but I feel like that could be your dev advocate, like, pitch, like on your business card or something. Like, you can't spell Learn without Lorena.
That's it. I
literally
like that
thought
one.
of this, like, as I was brushing my teeth. I was like, I need to remember to tell her this. These are the things I think about in my life.
I also still want to buy Lorena.io for my website, and then have it be Lorena.io just /OCCO. Yeah. Somebody suggested that in one of our streams, and I haven't bought it yet, but I want to. Nobody buy it and then charge me $8,000 for it, please. Don't buy it. It's only like $30. But
those IOs, it's not going to be $10.
Yeah, it was still only like 30. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as cheap as my .fun.
No. So I guess we brought this page up to show that so we're going to be using two of the APIs here. We're going to be using the Profiles API and the Lists API.
Okay.
And we're actually going to be using the Node.js SDK. So we used this in a previous previous stream. And so it should be pretty easy to use. Your Courier auth token is already in an environment variable because it's being used in the other one, so we should be good to go. How are you doing with the live share? Were you able to get in?
No. No, it's still just like the thing you click on and then it's like, oh, do this. It's just still a blank white page with like a blue loading circle.
Yeah, mine is like, you need to install the extension, and I'm like, no.
And mine's like, you up? No, I'm just kidding. Mine is working, so I can share my screen. Is that
cool? Yes.
helpful? And we want to show.
What's gonna happen.
Are you tweeting photos of me with angry face? Oh.
Am I?
She's like, I don't know. I looked good.
Yeah.
I thought we should all look upset that it's cursed.
Okay,
we can retake pose.
No, it's fine. It's like, I'm kidding.
Compose. Flattering pictures only. I'm here for it.
We'll fix it in post. It's fine.
We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post. Okay. So to confirm real quick, fam, we want to share our Azure function from before, or we're making our new one right now?
So we want to make a new one.
Okay.
We might need to look at the one from before.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. How about
but we do need to create a new one.
Let me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sharing too many things here. Okay. Let me just switch real quick to my dual monitors being this one.
Get it.
Vamp for a sec. Bam.
Okay. And my thing finally loaded, so maybe I'll be able to collaborate
Hooray.
with you.
A collab? It's like my Instagram comments. Hey girl, want to collab? DM us. And it's always like some weird lotion or bathing suit company. Like, good.
Nobody is sending me DMs for collaborations.
It's all bots.
Okay.
None of it is real. It's
like,
all
but I
bots.
think that's okay.
It's fine. Okay.
Now we've gone back to loading, but like something's gonna happen someday, I think.
What is going on? Maybe your computer's still in California time.
No, I fixed it.
Oh no, I'm like not actual.
Yeah. It's like, no, I'm just chill.
I'm gonna just make this my second monitor, and I should be good to go here. Or not. And there we go. Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Moving right along.
I have a feeling that as soon as I get my second monitor working, your computer is going to be like, let's mess with them and work.
Yeah. I am getting logged into the live share now, but I still have to do it in the browser. It's okay. Forgetting to figure out why it stopped working in my actual VS Code, and now that I'm getting a new computer, I'm not going to bother. I'll figure it out on the new computer.
This feels like when I was on the very last stream that I know I would have my old device on, and I was like, y'all, this will be so much smoother next time. Okay. In the meantime,
Life finds a way.
Should I share mine in the meantime?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, share it.
Here.
Do it.
I'm gonna move this over.
It's like trying, but it has not successful yet.
Okay.
Maybe if you unshare your screen, you can reclaim some resources.
Yes, that is also very true. So I will do that. I don't want to stop my camera. I want to stop my screen share. There we go.
Now I can share this. I named myself Baby Yoda. Oops, no. Wrong Baby Yoda.
Pay no attention.
There we go. Is this going to work? No?
No?
What the? Okay.
Chloe has 10 million screens. I have a 10 million-year-old computer. We're doing great.
This is fine. Oh my gosh. I see what's happening. Okay. Give me a moment. We're reconnecting. Y'all were truly all cursed by witches tonight.
Yep. I'm reviewing the comments, and I am very excited to read Suha's tips and tricks to set up my Apple M1 when I get there in a week.
To give people an update here, I've got StreamYard open on my work computer and this computer. and the code witches have decided tonight that none of our devices will cooperate
No,
without sharing anything.
my screen
So-
share is working, but my VS Code is not.
And my VS Code is working, but my screen share is not working. So
You got
And
chocolate in
Adrian's
my
VS
peanut butter.
Code, yeah, and Adrian's
I just
VS
don't
Code
have
is
the
also
extension
not, yeah.
installed. Yeah.
That's okay.
you know what, fam? Maybe this is just the universe telling us to pivot to a musical theater podcast. No, just yeah, witches are usually very collaborative. If you're watching WandaVision, definitely canon.
I'm not yet. I
No
will.
spoilers.
No spoilers.
I'll get to
Oh,
it
I have.
eventually. Maybe. The podcast that I do about 90s alien TV, anytime the other co-hosts talk about like, oh, this actor was also on this show, my response is 99.9% of the time, never seen it.
So
and then
here's
I'll
the thing
add it to the
about
list.
Marvel for me, or just any superhero movie in general, and I think finally this is working. Maybe? No. I hate all the like pew, 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 from like
You mean
superhero-
action?
I don't like the action. I like it when it just fast forwards to the important parts in my, in my view, the
I
important
really
parts.
wish there was like superheroes, but just friends.
Well,
Yes.
that's what I think most of WandaVision, I would say 90% of WandaVision isn't pew pew, which is why I like it. Maybe? Ooh, look, 90s
She's
alien
processing
TV, it's
tra-
like Roswell.
Yes,
90% Roswell,
it
yes.
is. It is about the TV series Roswell, the original WB series.
Ooh,
Mm,
plug
I
the show.
have
We'll
that on
link it.
DVD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my podcast is called Pass the Hot Sauce, which if you watched Roswell, you will understand that reference.
Oh.
And we're doing an episode by episode rewatch recap. It's spoiler free. So if you've never seen the series, you can watch along with us and we won't spoil anything for you. We're currently a little over halfway through season 2 out of 3 seasons. And then our
Okay.
plan is to do the reboot that is currently airing on the CW after we finish the OG.
Have you seen the original one all the way through?
I have. So
Okay.
we are 3 friends. We are 3 friends and a producer, and 2 of us have seen the series and love it. I was in high school when it was on. I'm in a similar age range to them. The other co-host who has seen it was a kid when it was on, and then our third person has never seen it before, and our producer has never seen it before. So they're watching it in real time along with the pod. So
PJ just tweeted, y'all look very upset.
I am, y'all, when I tell you, I'm trying to share my screen.
I don't know.
I'm going to restart my work computer. This is the theme of the night. Restart your computer.
I'm trying to do the live share again.
Well, it's about to cancel because I'm going to restart my computer.
Gosh.
We'll try to. I think it might be my end, to be perfectly honest, Serena. I think
this never happened when I used Netlify functions.
It's not the functions, I promise. Yeah, aliens. I love aliens. I actually used to play aliens like on the playground in kindergarten. Like I had this whole like alien instead, like people were playing princesses and stuff. I was like, I'm gonna be an alien. You hear that? My computer just restarted. Never a dull moment on the live stream.
I played My Little Ponies on the playground yard. We used
Who needs to watch movies when you can just read a wiki summary? Good point.
I need to watch movies. I need us all to get the vaccine so I can go back to the movie theaters.
I just read that Alamo Draft House might be going.
They're closing some of their locations. Yeah. Well, they filed for bankruptcy.
I mean, I don't have an Alamo Draft House here, but I do like Alamo Draft House.
You have one in Brooklyn.
Yeah, there's one in Brooklyn.
I know, but do you know how hard it is to get from Queens to Brooklyn?
Yes, I get it. Nobody likes the G.
Well, according to the musical Newsies, Brooklyn's a whole other area. They're like, Brooklyn.
Congratulations on getting your first shot.
Your shot. Yeah.
I want mine.
Oh, look,
You just
updating
need
manage
pre-existing
settings.
conditions like life-threatening illnesses,
Oh,
and then
well,
you too
no.
can also have your vaccine already.
I'm just gonna jog past the Javits Center, like back and forth, and be like, "Hey,
What's up, you guys?" It's like when
you
in
got any extras?"
RuPaul's Drag Race when someone's brushing a wig and they're like, "What are you guys making over here?" Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Interesting look. Just comb a wig while
Oh,
you're
you're a
there.
hospital worker. Well, I hope you get yours. Yeah, that would be nice.
Where are these comments happening? I'm not seeing these comments.
It's in the comments. Like you might be on private chat. Like
No,
if
I'm on the public chat.
Soft Taco Raiders, they're a thing.
Oh, okay.
Hospital
I
worker.
was looking in the wrong spot. Got it. Yes.
Y'all,
I'm
I
glad
restarted my computer. We're almost there. Living on a prayer.
I am also vaccinated already. Soft Taco Raider.
You sword fights with sticks on the playground. This was like yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know who that
Actually,
is.
I walked by a this was a while ago, a couple years ago when I lived in Rockridge. I walked by some LARPers back in the before times who were LARPing in the BART parking lot in Rockridge. So if you're looking for a LARPing group,
I love the LARP in the BART parking
a
lot.
LARP in the BART. I love
Nice
it.
BART LARP.
We should all reboot.
Yeah,
in
let's
solidarity.
all reboot in solidarity, please.
I already
Gosh.
rebooted.
Ay,
Always
ay, ay.
I was like, all we need to do is make
just need
one
to-
function.
Y'all,
Yeah. We just
when
need
we
to
tell you that we prepared for this, like the
We
most
prepared.
we've ever prepared, not me, Lorena, prepared for this stream, we're like, it's gonna take no time at all.
Some of us were preparing. Some people were at a lake. I'm not naming
A
names.
lake? Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, let me share my VS code.
like I pre-wrote all of this, like the boring HTML form stuff, so that you guys wouldn't have to watch me like type all that in, and
Look at
so that
this.
we could.
Although
do
you should
this
learn
tonight.
Emmet.
Okay, I'm gonna share
speed through it.
this VS Code live share now, Lorena. This one should work.
Okay, okay. So if my computer works, that'll be the question.
Yeah. Like honestly, I feel like we're being what do they call it when a pirate ship take over? Like the computers have taken over and we are at their will. Okay. Putting it in the private chat, not the public chat, as much as I would love for all of you. Although I did hear recently that I think it was the VS Code live share team was telling me that people on their live streams have been putting the live share code in so people can like pair program together, which I was like, oh, I guess that wouldn't be the end of the world.
Well, you can do like, if the people come on anonymously, you can just give them read-only mode.
That's true. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh yes, a mutiny. That's what I was looking for. Although raided and plundered are
Where did
equally
this even
good.
come from? I missed this part of the conversation.
Okay,
Am I having a stroke?
I have shared the live share link, Lorena.
Okay, I am attempting.
And I can share my screen so it does not give your computer a heart attack here.
Heart palpitations.
Yeah. Okay.
It's thinking. It might load someday, and then maybe I can actually type some code and collaborate.
Ugh, okay.
And
you know what?
That looks like a function.
This looks like a function. This looks promising. And you know what? We may not finish this today, and that's okay. We can do it on another stream. But here is the function that we had before.
Copy that down, Lorena. Where it says list, it's lorena.twitch.online. We need that for later.
All right, I'm gonna just like put it in a comment in my code for the moment.
Yeah.
Lorena.twitch.online, all lowercase.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's going to be the list that we're going to subscribe the people to, because in theory, when she goes online, it's going to send a message to this list.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Sweet. I love how it thinks my name is misspelled or something. I don't know what it wants it to be, but it doesn't like it.
Lorena?
Sure.
Okay. We need to make a second.
That could be like your country singer name, Lorena Ray.
Ooh, that sounds kind of cute.
Yeah.
Go
add the name to the dictionary. Yes.
We want to add another function, right?
We want to add another function to the Hey Rube app. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and do
and
that.
Just name it subscribe. Because I think we named this one Twitch.
Okay.
So
hold on 1 second. Da, 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 da. Okay. Making sure I'm on the right screen here. So we have our Hey Rube app. I'll add a function, and we want it to be an HTTP trigger. Correct?
Yes, please. Yeah.
And what should we call this one?
Subscribe.
And we want it to be a function.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. And we'll probably use a bunch of this, I would imagine.
Yeah, we definitely need the part. Actually, copy the const Courier client equal.
Except read write for Lorena. You're in, girl.
Woo!
At last. Oh my gosh.
So how are we figuring out what we need?
Great question.
So we're submitting this form to a function. So that means that we need an HTTP triggered function because we're going to do an HTTP post to it. And so that kind of function accepts that. And what else have we decided that we needed? We are going to need line 3. So if you want to copy line 3 over to the subscribe, that's going to pull the Courier client in, which we're going to be using.
Lorena, are you in now? Do you want to do that?
I am. I can do this.
It only took us an hour, but we're in. Fam.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to want line 3.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can stick that in the index.js for the subscribe.
Do you have access to that file?
Yeah. And you can put that.
Yeah, maybe. Subscribe index.js. Okay, now I'm learning my way around Courier or around Azure in real time.
So I would put that above that line.
So above line 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So before all these
line
module
0.
exports. Okay.
Okay, I can open them like there we
go. Things are moving around.
Oh yeah, you remember, Chloe, when you move things.
Oh, sorry. I was just making it so you didn't have to go back and forth. I'm just making the view a little bit easier here. Sorry.
Oh, I still only have it. It doesn't look the same on mine, but also when you clicked to the other one, then I lost my ability to be in the one we want.
Oh, okay. Here.
All right, here we go. I think now that they're both open on your screen, that probably I'll be able to access both of them. Okay. So we're adding.
Make that line 1.
Okay.
And then copy line 11.
Okay. And
so this is where we actually create the Courier client.
Okay, cool. So we're importing the Courier client, and then we are creating an instance of the Courier client.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And what it's doing is it's looking for that environment variable that we have set called courier_auth_token, and it's using that.
Okay.
Yeah, the view is just specific to Chloe.
Yeah. Okay. All
okay.
right.
I would remove some of those billions of spaces, and it looks like you have it. I'm seeing it copied and pasted twice.
Weird. Look at that. I don't know how that happened. Did we both try and copy and paste it?
It was Agatha all along.
Okay.
It's posted 3 times.
What is going on?
Here, I'll just put it in the regular view. I don't know what the heck happened here. What should we do?
I don't know. Okay.
Here. What's happening?
Okay. Every time you click to a different page, then mine automatically goes to whatever you're clicking on.
Okay, so what view do you want?
Chloe.
Don't touch.
Delete some of these lines for us, and then we'll start from there. So
and then I think
too
if
much.
you just don't
scroll
touch
up.
the VS Code.
Okay.
We
need everything except for lines 1 and 2.
Right, y'all. But I have the view. So should we share Lorena's screen?
No, your view is nicer than my view.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you just don't touch it, then I think I'm okay. Okay. Mine's in the browser, so yours looks better. But also, anytime you do anything, then your actions override my actions.
Yes, but let me know when you need to scroll.
Okay.
I
Got
know.
it.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's delete some of those blank lines in between 2 and 13.
All right.
Just
I'm gonna delete them.
okay.
I love that I'm hot pink on your screen. That's great.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Okay, it's my color.
So we only need like maybe one space between
Okay.
those.
All right, one space it is.
And low on the original function, if you want to scroll down to where the actual module. Oh gosh, somebody hit Control Z. We just deleted the modules.
I didn't.
No. I have figured out what's going on. Somehow I have two different subscribe tabs. This is very strange on mine.
I just Control Z'd it. I'm Control Zing it.
Okay, it's still there. All right.
Yeah.
That's because I Control Z'd it. I didn't do. I'm helping.
I was like, somehow I have two subscribe tabs, and one of them only has the two things we pasted in, and the other one has all of the stuff.
Okay.
It's weird.
Weird.
But okay, I'm gonna go. So sorry. Repeat what I'm doing next because we had a little.
Yeah. So in the original function.
Yes.
I want to grab out the part. Did you see that? So SIG says close the one that's empty, Lorena, because it's updating the empty stuff.
Okay. Hold on. Let me. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Just copied again. I'm not touching it.
I know.
I know. Now I need to figure out which one I need to get rid of, though. Okay.
Okay.
This one. This is the one I need to get rid of.
Okay. So it looks fine now.
You're in the good one now.
Wait.
Okay.
No, you took out. Add another close paren.
Because
it's missing.
It's
missing. Okay. Yeah, it's missing the one at the end.
Okay.
There we go. Oh my God! It came back.
What is going on?
It's witches. It's witches.
Maybe I should not try and. Maybe Chloe needs to drive the Azure.
Okay.
Okay.
It's highlighting what's missing. This is fascinating. Yes, fascinating. That's the word I would use.
What is happening?
Oh.
Wait, is this?
I don't know.
Quit your browser. No, don't quit your browser out because you need this open.
But quit VS Code?
Yes.
Okay, quitting VS Code. I am gone.
Okay.
It is now only you.
Only me. Oh my God. There's so many modules, not exports. Okay.
This is wild.
What is going on with our lives today? Everything's haunted.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Okay. This looks.
I'm going to save.
Fine.
You know what? I'm going to close this out. I'll close this.
We still need that though.
But we can still access it. Just like I think the view is what screwed us up, right?
Let's just click between them when we need them instead of having them side by side.
Okay. So now I'm gonna share again, and here we go. Oh my gosh!
It's never betrayed us like this before.
It has never betrayed us like this before. Hold on, let me unshare my screen real quick, y'all. What is going on tonight? What is happening?
The witches.
The witches. Oh my gosh. Here, let me. It's a comedy routine.
We thought we would finish this project tonight.
This is supposed to be like the easiest part of this project. Like we did all the hard stuff in the back end.
It's comical. I love it. I live for the comedy. Now I can't even. Okay, I'm gonna quit VS Code and log back in.
Chloe, we need to get on the sound effects right away.
Can we do a hard refresh of this episode? Honestly, y'all,
maybe a womp.
On my to-do list. Oh my gosh, I just opened Slack. What am I doing with my life?
I don't think we have time to get into that.
I love it. I love y'all though. This is what collaborative coding looks like. It is true. It is true. Yeah, it's like autosave is doing some magical, not helpful stuff here. I agree. Okay, now I'm going to
switch
up.
to Tmux. You hush. You hush. Don't scare her.
The audacity. Okay, let's see. I'm going to open up our. Wait a second. What the?
I would like to reboot the universe. Can we reboot to 2016 and please elect somebody different as president? in 2016 and then just see what happens differently in the world.
Maybe my VS Code will work in that alternate reality. Let's see. Okay. You know what? Not today, Satan. Not today.
I'm gonna make me like a cup of tea after this. I have a nice vanilla chamomile. Vanilla honey chamomile.
That would sound good, except I'm allergic to chamomile. But the
You know
honey
what? Then
vanilla
you
part
should not have it.
You're allergic to chamomile?
Yeah. Sucks because it's in almost all of the like non-caffeinated relaxing teas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Makes my throat
a little chamomile. Have you seen that video where there's like, would you like some tea? And he's like, yeah, what do you got? And he's like naming off tea and he goes, chamomile. And he goes, he's like, what did you just say? Chamomile? He's like,
chamomile?
It's chamomile.
That's like when I was dating someone who called, oh my God, what was it? They called Marin County Marin County and had lived in the Bay Area a really long time. And I was like, what are you saying?
I'm sorry, we can't do this anymore. I have to go.
Or the girl that I went to elementary school who refused to call it a biscotti and called it a biscotti. And I was like, what are you saying? Biscotti. And I was like, what? Like, that's what my grandma says it. I was like, where's your grandma from? She's like, Mexico. And I was like, no, this is not a Mexican food either. Okay, Bit Project, Twitch, y'all. The witches have cursed us. And
while we're waiting,
yeah,
you could sign up for free at courier.com.
Yes, you can.
Send 10,000 messages a month for free.
If you haven't watched our previous streams, Courier's docs are mega user-friendly.
They are.
And I signed up for Courier during our live stream. I can't talk. Courier. I signed up for Courier during a live stream, and while Adrian is present, Adrian did not help me at all. The docs were super clear and understandable, and we got Courier all set up for this project without any help of the DevRel from Courier.
I know. I just sat here and did nothing. So. It's fine.
But that's great, because that means your documentation is easy to use, even for junior developers, which is not the case for everything.
Well, thanks to the Panera Bread, we had a lot of time to focus on making those documents really well. This Courier, www.courier.com. Yes.
Yes.
Do y'all have a GitHub repo project?
We will soon. We're going to be doing a blog post around it with all of the videos and deets and everything. Y'all, I don't know if this is. We may have to finish this.
This is like, it's rude. It's like, okay, we're going to let you do it.
It's more like, hey, rude app.
Like, no.
Instead of hey, Rube, it's like, hey, rude. I'm not even going to load for you right now.
It's okay. We have fun.
I'm crying. I'm like, what is happening with my life right now? I'm
committed. I mean, yeah, want to see what's happening.
We can show you. We can kind of give you a rough idea of what would have happened if any of our technology had worked
cooperated.
Today.
Yeah.
Do you want to? You can tell. Okay, here's what I think we should do. We've been at this for almost an hour and 30 minutes. I don't think our technology is going to let us do this tonight. But
somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
No, someone's got a case of an old computer. Me.
I was like, it's not mine. It's not my computer's fault right now. I mean, it might have been. Mine. It might have been my computer's fault with, like, somehow getting a new tab open that then decided to auto update and try and resave everything. But I don't know. Or it was yours.
Here's what I think. I think we should attempt this a different day. I think that I need to do an update or a restart. But we tried. We tried to do this in 5 streams, and y'all, we were so prepared. We were so prepared.
So close.
But I think this is also a great example for anybody who's been following us on this journey of like, sometimes things don't go as planned, and that's okay.
Even for people who are developers, technology does not always cooperate, and you have to troubleshoot, and you have to reboot and reshare and reboot and reboot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel booted. I feel gutted. I feel I
Just
need. I know as
just
soon as I
remember to
end this
stay
stream, it's gonna
hydrated,
work.
because when the code makes you cry, like you need to replenish.
It's true. It's true. Sometimes things don't work out, and that's fine. That's life. Exactly. Ender Kilgannon. I agree. Sometimes not even a big hammer works. Okay, bam. We're gonna figure out a different time to stream this because my computer is not cooperating. I don't think Adrian's computer is cooperating for the most part.
Ish, yeah.
Ish. But we will regroup and figure out another night to finish this. We apologize, but
maybe next Monday, maybe another time.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think, we're going to take this as a sign from the universe that we weren't supposed to finish this today. But
yeah,
as we mentioned, two quick important things. First of all, big boy Lorena, we call it the big person in the chat, is job searching.
FYI.
Yes, no, I is going to be looking for a job here. So if you're looking to hire a junior dev or a junior dev evangelist, please hit up Lorena. We need to get her money to pay off this computer that she just got. That's going to save all of us on the stream. We've also, y'all, considered turning this stream into a musical theme stream because we all love musical theater. So when you come back next week or later this week when we do the stream again, it may be branded differently, but we'll still be finishing up the same project.
Wait, Indianapolis? What?
No, I didn't.
Why would you say, like, I'm from Indianapolis?
Maybe we did. Maybe it was.
I don't think we did. I don't think I did.
You too. Awesome.
Amazing. Oh, maybe it was just telekinesis.
We got some Hoosiers. Hoosiers in the house.
We're going to finish this project. We said this was like going to be 5 lectures, but this is going to be maybe like 6 or 7. That's okay. Because maybe this was the universe telling us we all need to hang out more. And it didn't want it to end.
Yeah.
We're going to blame it on the universe and not Visual Studio Code, but or any of our devices. But y'all, how are we feeling? I think this was a journey.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone who stuck with us on this journey and hope to see a fully functioning little full stack project incorporating Courier and Azure this week. It'll be up and running soon.
And we did get to walk through some code.
And there will be a blog post.
There will be a blog post.
Will probably be easier to follow.
Yeah, be easier to follow than us interacting all the time. But thanks everyone for joining. We will make sure that this works next time we stream, and we'll see you probably later this week, next week. We'll see you then. And in the meantime, enjoy your Monday. Bye, fam.
Bye.
Bye.